It's Thursday. You know what that means. Wait, you don't know what that means? Wait, I don't know. What does that mean? Oh, Thursday means a new leader has been previewed. But Ryback, you don't normally release a video immediately after a leader is revealed. Well, technically it's not immediately. It's about 2 hours later. But today I've been given some foresight, some insight to Legends of the Force, courtesy of Fantasy Flight Games, FFG, and their communications team. Thank you very much to Xander and the rest of them for this lovely preview. Today I will be going over really quickly the leader that was just previewed about 2 hours ago, and two exclusive previews, again, courtesy of FFG. So thank you very much. Appreciate y'all. Let's get right into Ahsoka Tano. We have here Ahsoka Tano fighting for peace, vigilance, heroism, force fringe leader. As an action, you may exhaust Ahsoka and use the force to give a friendly unit sentinel for this phase. Her epic action flips her on 6 resources into a 5/6, which has force and fringe, and on attack, you may give a friendly unit sentinel for this phase. Pretty interesting leader. This is a common, number 3 at 264 in LOF. Ahsoka's goal is to have other things defend for her, or potentially you can actually give herself the sentinel on the leader unit side after you've attacked and done the damage that you need to do. Ahsoka's main goal is to have things protect your base, protect your plans so they don't go awry, and force your opponent to do some interesting stuff as a result. She is force, so she can generate the force with one of the common bases. She is herself common, which means she's one of our draft leaders. As Vigilance Heroism, she's going to have a lot of opportunity and a lot of options to get some great units. Vigilance does like its big butts, as we've said before a bunch of times. There's a couple of other interesting cards that are associated with Ahsoka, but we'll talk about those later in the next week when we go over all the previews for this week that you're seeing. But enough about Ahsoka. What about our exclusive previews? We have T6 Shuttle 1974. This is a 3-cost Vigilance Heroism space unit, 3 power, 4 health, fringe vehicle transport traits. When this unit is attacked, before damage is dealt, you may give an experience token to this unit. Subtext is stay close. This is a rare, number 47 out of 264 in LOF. We've seen this text before. In fact, we've seen this exact text before on the Clan Saxon Gauntlet. The difference between the Clan Saxon Gauntlet and this is, one, villainy, and this is heroism, obviously. The Clan Saxon Gauntlet comes out later and has Sentinel on it, while you get to put Sentinel on this with Ahsoka Tano's ability, either her leader side or her unit side, and make it so that this thing can get pumped up a little bit. So right off the bat, a 3-cost 3/4 is actually quite good in space. It's normalized stats. We've seen Punishing One. We've seen Millennium Falcon have these stats 3/4 on 3. Very good. It does mean it can't survive most space units that are going to be attacking into it on 2s and 3s unless they have that 4 power, in which in case it will still survive because it does have that experience token unless your opponent can defeat it before that triggers. But it's basically when it attacks, you may give an experience token to this unit. So it's at least going to be a 4/5 when it is attacked. Give it Sentinel, it has to be attacked unless they flip it off the board. But you're not expecting that in your 3-cost space slot. So this is a very good unit to tie to Ahsoka. This, I think, also is a pretty decent vehicle to play in blue heroism anyway. So that's pretty cool. Our second card is, in fact, a space whale. This is Hyperspace Wafer. This is a 6-cost command space unit, 4 power, 10 health, creature trait, no other text, a common, number 119 out of 264 in LOF. We talked earlier in the week how we figured that the Jedi Vector was going to be what you could attach a lightsaber to. Nope, turns out it's a Purgle that gets to actually have the lightsaber in its mouth in space as it fights the enemies. 6-cost, 410, decent stats. It is a space unit, so it's going to be a little bit tougher to defeat, especially with that 10 health. But with no text, it means it's not really doing anything. However, if you can throw the Sentinel onto this, either through Ahsoka's ability or something else that can grant Sentinel, you can attach a couple of other upgrades to this thing because it is a non-vehicle space unit, and our first non-vehicle space unit, and that's pretty cool. Fairly interesting stuff there. I love the having the Purgil. I'm a little disappointed they're not called Purgil. Don't know what's up with that, but Hyperspace Wayfarer is a very fun and neat card. Again, slips right into the Ahsoka archetype there, being able to throw Sentinel on this and your opponent has to drill through 10 health in space. Still gets bombed by a Devastator, but that's what, 4 turn difference. And there you have it. Ahsoka, her shuttle, and a Purgil, all associated with the Ahsoka TV series. Very fun stuff to have. hoping maybe we could see another Ahsoka unit, a Fulcrum maybe, come down the line. Maybe even a Purgil that's referenced by Ezra's ability to take Thrawn out of the battlefield before he comes back later on. Spoilers for a year-old show. Apologies. But that's it. That's all we have today. Thank you very much for joining me on this special Thursday edition. Hopefully you all are having a fantastic week. Lots of things for me to go through as I'm recording this, because this is the Thursday before my preview comes out. It's here. We're good. Thank you very much, FFG, Xander, and your team for providing me with this lovely preview. Like this video, comment on what you think about these two cards, not three, two cards, and also the Ahsoka leader. Let me know if you're going to be playing Ahsoka in Star Wars Unlimited, whether it's limited or in Premiere. And just let me know what your favorite moment of Ahsoka was in the Ahsoka TV series, if you watched it. And if you haven't, you should, because it's good. Subscribe to the Star Wars Unlimited channel for all of your Star Wars Unlimited needs. Thank you very much, folks. Appreciate each and every one of you. Once again, thank you to FFG for the opportunity to preview two awesome cards. We'll see you next time, and it might be sooner than you think. And I'll see you in the stars.